Hello everyone, my name is Beni Fajar Dewantoro, Master Student from Risumikhan University. This is the talk for our paper entitled Enhancement of Angry Bird Level Generation from Sketch using Cycle Consistent Adversary Network. So, what we are to generate actually? Does anyone know about ScienceBird game? ScienceBird is a clone version of Angry Bird and is used for academic purpose. Here we are trying to generate a level or a game stage using sketch image as the input. Our motivation stems from an existing level generator developed by Stephenson et al. Their generator called Sketch2 Level Generator, which can transform a human drawing to a level in a ScienceBird. This allows inexperienced users to create a complex structure with easy. As you can see in the slide, by using this generator, sketch image can be individually transformed into a level. However, in this generator we found a problem. Namely, it cannot generate a level for certain sketch. Especially, this problem occurs when there is a curved line within the sketch image, as you can see in here. Here is our proposed solution, which is to preprocess a given set, more specifically by using CycleGAN to transfer the sketch to a block shape style. We hypothesize that this solution will enhance the sketch level generator. In other words, our solution will improve the chance of generating level with no error. Among many state-of-the-art techniques that learn transformation between two image distributions, we adopt CycleGAN. This is because CycleGAN is an artificial network that can perform image translation without paired information. Paired information means every input sample is paired with exactly one output sample. However, such paired data are not always available, and it usually costly to prepare them. Now, let us explain a little about CycleGAN. Unlike the vanilla or the original GAN that have two models, generator and discriminator, CycleGAN have four models, namely one pair of generator and discriminator for the forward path x to y and another pair of generator and discriminator for a backward path y to x. The standard GAN looks then applied in both paths. One of the mapping function x to y can be expressed like this, and vice versa, with y to x being expressed like this. This is an architecture of CycleGAN. Below is the image representing another loss called cycle consistency loss. This loss is to ensure that if we are in one domain, going to another domain, and returning to the previous domain, then we will return to where we started. This can be expressed in this loss function. As a result, the final loss of CycleGAN is this. This shows a famous two-sheets example of CycleGAN. You can see that CycleGAN can change a horse that initially has no motif on its body into a horse that has a motif like a zebra, and vice versa. In order to train CycleGAN, we prepare two datasets separately. The first dataset is sketch image data, which we obtain from Google Quick Draw. In particular, we extract the first 10 images in each of the 345 categories that Google Quick Draw provides. Their examples are shown here. The second dataset is typical ScienceBird level. Here we use the 2017 and the 2018 winner generator in the AI bird level generation competition to generate 3,500 levels. To do this, because of the color in our sketch images are black and white, we prepare a new set of assets of structure with only black and white. In addition, we limited the block of the structure to those that can be used in the Sketch2 level generator. And their examples are shown here. In the experiment, Our first question is, does preprocessing with CycleGAN enhance sketch-to-level generator? As shown in the example, before applying CycleGAN preprocessing, we get an error result. You can see that using CycleGAN to transfer a sketch to a block shape style can improve the chance of generating level with no error. The other research question is, does a threshold filter further improve the result? As shown in the example, although it is a bit hard to see, there is some noise in the output of trained CycleGAN. To remove such noise, a threshold filter was applied to the output of trained CycleGAN. The threshold value of 220 was improperly adjusted. You can see that applying the filter lead to the level structure with more variety. Here are the results. You can see that preprocessing with CycleGAN and filter lead to not only the highest number of successfully generated level, but also a stable level. By stable, it means this level have no collapsing structure before the burst shot. Note, however, that not all generated levels are stable with both processing data. Here is 1-minute demo video summarizing our work using 5 typical sketch images. And here's the conclusion are CycleGAN output, which already have the content that are similar to a transport level. And the purpose for preprocessing, regardless of the use of the threshold filter, enhance the sketch-to-level generator. And the remaining work includes follow-up on similarity with their input sketch and need a deeper analysis of the uncertainty in the stability of the generator level. Thank you.